Hello and welcome to another episode of Rush Outside Wales. I'm here in the Carneddau, just above Abergwyngregan and Aberfalls. I was actually meant to camp out last night. Drove all the way down to Bethesda, but my bag ripped getting it out the boot, and I've only used it 4 times. Well, 3 times before yesterday. So the plan is to test out a new tent that I've bought. So I'm here in the Carneddau to give it a go. Now I've checked the forecast and there is meant to be some rain coming in through the night. But as always, I'm well prepared. So let's see how we get on with this one. Just want to hang fire a little bit, see if any of these car owners come back, so I can try and get that in a bit more. Yeah, I'm just going to hang back a little bit longer, see if anybody comes so that they can move their car and I'll pinch their spot. I haven't got a particular spot in mind for wild camping yet. There's a couple of places I want to have a look at, maybe. Up by the lakes one, or up on one of these hills, so I can look down over the towards Carneddau and Anglesey. But we'll see. Yeah, I've had to sort of force myself out today. I was in a bit 2 minds. Got a bit too drunk last night, my mates. On the back of yesterday's failed wild camp. Well, it wasn't even a failed wild camp, didn't even get that far. Hey ho, these things are sent to try us. I do love it round here though. It's absolutely stunning round here. Let's flew it more. That's the forest above Aberfalls. Aberfalls just the other side of that ridge line. It is peaceful around here. Lovely. So nobody came back, but I've just parked it in a little bit better, but can't be bothered waiting anymore. So I'm going to head up towards the lake, see if there's a good spot there, or I might come back on myself and camp, not on this hill but the next hill across. We'll see. Let's go on a little mini adventure anyway. Beats being stuck in the house watching the telly. That's a big critter that on the floor. Look at that. You can't beat a bit of Welsh beauty. Look at this. Absolutely stunning. I know I've seen it before, but come on. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. There's Folfras now coming into view. So this is actually my first visit here to this lake. I've been all around it, up the tops. I've never actually seen it close up. It's beautiful. So I've had a bit of a mooch round the lake. I did find a spot down there. I was thinking of pitching, but then I wasn't sure, so I'm heading up the hill side towards Carneddau, and I'm gonna pitch up on one of them so I can get a bit of views as well. Right, cracking on. So I'm just contouring the side of the mountain, traversed under Drum, which is about there, Carneddau there. Then I was going to cut across, pick up the path, and then head over that way and see if I can find a spot to pitch over there. Oh yeah! So I've cut across the side of the mountain. I'm just by Carneddau, which is where I had my first ever wild camp. And how I've come a long way since then. So I'm just picking up the path now of the Cambrian Way, the final sections. There we go. I'll just head that way now. Look at that big cloud coming in. There's Drum. I'm gonna head that way. Pitch over there. Yippee! So I'm going to pinch the tent on here, full ganol. It's only 536 metres above sea level. Look at that for the view. It'd be awesome. Across Carneddau, Taliban, and then up to Carneddau, Drum, Folfras, foreground, a little bit more back there. Yeah, it's a little windy, but I've got my Delta peg, so I'm not that bothered. And it's only a short walk back down to the car from here. And as long as them wild ponies stay away from me, I'll be alright. I'll have a rest of it. So I've got the new tent to try out tonight. I know everybody's seen these before, but it's my first time with one, so I want to give it a go. Right, let's get the bugger up. Right, so I've just had a go at trying to put this tent up there, and it's not going to last the night, I don't think, in this wind. If I had my nature hike, I wouldn't have a problem. I'd pitch it on there and it'd be sound. But you can hear this picked up now, so I'm going to try and find somewhere a bit lower to pitch where I've still got a bit of a view. Somewhere that's a bit sheltered out of the wind. Right. Roman fort, just off the old Roman path. Bit disappointing this, the wind's picked up and it's just too much. Not willing to risk the Bobcat in it, it's the first time I've bloody used it. Right, options, looking for options. Right, let's see what I can do. Right, so I've had to make the sensible decision because I know nothing about this tent and what it can do in the winds. That wind up top was just well too much. Yeah, it just wasn't going to hold, the pole was bending and everything. So anyway, I've come to a campsite in Clanfire Feckin, just below the mountains there. Only £10 for the night and it's got all the amenities. I wasn't driving all the way back home to Flint this time of night. So I'm just going to chill out on my own, have my beers, and then have a look at the grounds around me. So yeah, I'll see how it goes through the night with this tent. Obviously he's under no pressure now, but we'll see. Ta-da. This tent could be a bit of a grower, certainly for low level stuff. Might try it in some of the be a perfect tent for like woodlands and stuff like that. And it is a 4-season tent, definitely a 4-season tent. Just the pole lets it down, and the pegs as well for a mountain tent. Shame really. Yes, Mr. Pussycat. There is a cool feature in here as well that allows you to open the door in several ways because of how the zips are. So you can have a sneak peek. Yeah.